Good evening, Rockets fans. Today we're going to be talking about the Rockets versus the Suns. It was ugly in a good way. Finally, we got to see the Rockets play to a high level. What I'm asking for consistently, though, is that we play this way against some of the better teams in the NBA. But it has to start somewhere, and if we're able to take off the bottom portion of the teams in the NBA, if we're able to play really hard against those guys and be dominant like how we were last night with the Suns, with the bottom tier of the NBA, we can go far. So it has to start somewhere, and I'm liking to see us do it with the Suns. So let's get right into it, y'all. In the first quarter, these guys, they weren't at full strength, right? They had Kevin Durant, they had Devin Booker, but they didn't have Bradley Beal. And although he's a tertiary option, he's still one of their key pieces. But KD was there, right? And like I said the last time, that we're auditioning for some of these great players, knowing that we have a lot of the Phoenix Suns draft options or their draft picks. So the worse that they do, the better off the Rockets do overall. And also we can have that kind of as like leverage. If Kevin Durant ever wants to go anywhere, we could give them some draft picks back in order for us to get a Kevin Durant. And then we could get taller in our front court, more versatile with the front court. Jabari Smith Jr. would have somebody to learn behind. I just think that Kevin Durant would be a great fit potentially next year. You got Fred, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks at the 3, Kevin Durant at the 4, Şengün at the 5. Then you're able to still kind of do that big lineup, and there's not a 4 in the NBA that could guard KD. Most 4s really can't guard Şengün, so it's just a switch, pick and pop. Who's playing the 4 position, and whoever playing 4, power forward that is just going to have a bad night. And then 5, if you're able to switch, Kevin Durant's able to take the 5 out to the 3-point line, it could get nasty. Let's just say it like that. But to get back to this game, and not speaking on future hopefuls, things that may happen in the future, I want to talk about Amen Thompson with the disgusting move here. Put Kevin Durant in the spin cycle. Look, we only talk about posters on this channel, but I got to say that this is a that man has a family type of moment. I mean, gosh, on the fast break, slow down, change of pace, spin move, it was nasty. It was nasty. And just like that spin move, we were very dominant throughout this entire game. And I love to see it. I really would love to see it if we're able to be dominant in that same way against the Lakers. So let's see what we can do tonight. But the second quarter, you could just tell I'm just going to let the play just run along because we're playing defense off of a fast break. We leak out, get the ball to Jalen Green. He's able to dunk it. Then they go down again. They're wanting to kind of trade baskets, Devin Booker and Jalen Green. So every time Jalen Green scores, it was like a game within a game. Shout out to the Rockets versus the Heat game. Devin Booker tries to go up for a shot, decides he doesn't want it, passes the ball out, which he should have never done. But we ended up getting the steal, and then it's like these guys, they haven't forgotten to play basketball, but they're not good at team basketball. And honestly, I think what the Phoenix Suns are missing is a floor general. I was reading online that Boston Celtics, they have a cap problem, so they may have to get rid of a Drew Holiday and a Kristaps Porzingis if the Phoenix Suns do decide that they want to keep this team together and try it again next year, I think a Jrue Holiday would take them very far. But again, I think that you are already paying Kevin Durant, you're already paying Devin Booker, you're already paying Bradley Beal, and then you're going to put another person on there, and it's like y'all are championship or bust mode already, and y'all are like barely making it in the play-in, like probably not even going to be in the play-in tournament, and just to be dishing out a lot of money, I think it's time to blow the team up. To be very frank and honest with you, I think it's time to start over. Go ahead and give us Kevin Durant. Let Devin Booker, roll out the red carpet for Devin Booker, but I think it's time for him to go over to the East. I'd love to see him in a Knicks uniform. That would be crazy. Him and Jalen Brunson on the same team. That would probably be the best backcourt in the NBA. You got Jalen Brunson, Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns down low, and then you just like picking and popping with the rest of the players. It'll be nasty. It'll be nasty. I think they got is his name Miles Bridges? Well, respectfully, they'd have to tell him to kick rocks. But again, there's just sky is the limit when it comes to that team once they decide to realize that it hasn't worked. But just to put a well wish out there for everybody, we'll take Kevin Durant. Devin Booker goes over there to New York. Bradley Beal, off the top of my head, I probably wouldn't be able to say anything, but I'd like to see him in OKC. That would be crazy. Just to see him get that playoff experience, man. I know that he's been wanting to go far, and OKC seems like a talented team. So I'd like to see Bradley Beal be able to get his shot to run the championship. But back to the game. Jalen Green was toying with these guys, man. In the third quarter especially, but it was honestly throughout the entirety of the game. Yeah, just one play after another. 33 points, 80% from the three. That's ridiculous. And a plus or minus of plus 21. All of those people that were saying that Jalen Green isn't efficient, what about this game? All of those people that are saying that they didn't believe in Jalen Green, that he could be that player, this guy not only is coachable, this guy is a great talent and was looking like whatever you want to say, the Kobe's of the world, the Jordans of the world, he was looking like the best of the best last night. Devin Booker and the boys, they couldn't do nothing with him. They couldn't do nothing with him. And we need more games like this, man. Can't wait to see what y'all could do. I love to see Alperen Sengun and Jalen Green have great nights on the same night. That's when it's the best. Next game, we play against the Lakers. Again, man, it's tonight, 10 o'clock, about to come on in a couple of minutes. Got to make these guys play defense, man. You got to make these guys play defense because there's not a lot of players or not a lot of teams that can score with these guys. If we slow the game down, make somebody guard Alperen down low, I'm looking for a 45 kind of night. 45, 50, like one of those, you got to really guard me for 7 games. I'm looking for a 45, 50. I'm trying to get Jackson Hayes. I'm trying to get him out of the game early. Get him into foul trouble, apply pressure to the rim early, and then let everybody else kind of get right and shooting and all of that stuff. But for the first quarter of the game, I just really want to put as much pressure as I can at the rim and try to get this guy Jackson Hayes into foul trouble. And if he gets into foul trouble, then it's all she wrote with the Lakers. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, y'all.
I'm trying to famous. Ooh, I'm trying to famous.